splat, did that drip. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Reaching my goals, I do not feel ashamed. I'm a dog, I'm a beast, and I cannot be tamed. I don't do it for fame, it's the love for the game. I go in like I'm trained. I'm prepared for the rain, they amazed. I ain't break from the sticks and stones they threw. Anything that you can do, I can do it better than you. No matter what I do, achieve, still got something to prove. I spent the check on the diamond cross, but still ain't paid my dues. Gotta be number one, number two never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna cop my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, got enough juice to end the drought. Yeah, I buy like 23. Won't fall again, and I put that on me. Yeah, I feel the way, my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah, that's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. The L, designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splat, did that drip. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Las Vegas, Nevada. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Las Vegas Raiders. And off we go from Las Vegas. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
30, Austin Eckler.
All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has three options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option, you've actually called that play.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
Harvard's throw going to be caught by Henry. And now look at this. Big gain, but fumble. And the Raiders pick it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
It's not often that we see big plays end in disaster, and we just absolutely saw it right there. They had something really big cooking on that one.
Can you, when you're down near the goal line like that on a big play, do you get maybe a little too careless, a little too desperate for the goal line?
I think the last part is exactly right. You get desperate for the goal line, and sometimes you get the ball out of him away from your body, or you're trying to extend to get there, or maybe you're just trying so hard that the ball will come out of your hands. In any event, that's a big opportunity lost.
First and goal from the 6. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, his second touchdown on the season. And the Chargers have taken a first-quarter lead. And the Chargers grab the 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Chargers 7, Raiders 0.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Now this will make it into the end zone. And we will not see a run back here from Harris.
At their own 25-yard line.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Carr. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Kenneth Murray
Gets him for a loss of 5. He is so tough to handle on the blitz, and that's Exhibit A. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Carr with a play fake to Jacobs.
Man open, that's Henry Ruggs.
And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 35-yard line. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
The 44-yard line.
First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 42-yard line.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. On 2nd and 9, Carr. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
It's now 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
He's going to air one out. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. 27 yards, a big play there on 4th.
The 14-yard line.
Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for 2nd down. To throw his Carr. That's caught by Waller out left side. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. That was the 9th play of the drive, and they pick up 9 yards with it.
And 7.
An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7. Shotgun now for Carr. And it is caught. It's Ruggs. Touchdown, Vegas.
Touchdown.
Henry Ruggs with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up.
That ties.
Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. got 7 now as they kick it away.
Fielded in the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offensive tunnel.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yard your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
23 yards on the play. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Running on first down, Eckler. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. They'll run here with Eckler, and he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Herbert able to get this one out of the backfield.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
A gain of 9 brings up
3rd and 2, Herbert. Flushed out right. The Raider defense strong on that one in coverage. And now it's 4th. Demarius Randall that time there to knock it free.
It's now 4th down.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. On 4th down, Herbert. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. These two teams all tied after 1. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll just plow right into a host of tacklers. Nothing there at all, and it'll be 2nd and 10. Pretty effective blitz there to stop the draw play right in its tracks.
And actually, when they blitz, draw play's supposed to work very well. You're supposed to have them bypass the runner, and he slips past them. But they put their eyes in the right place, took away all the creases, and slowed him down in a big way.
They fake the handoff. Now Carr.
Reception here by Ruggs.
Oh, an absolutely filthy joke. He's got some space now. And he will finally be taken out of bounds. A big play there on the catch and run. 54 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Working from the gun, it's Carr. It's intercepted at the goal line. Desmond King picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now. Showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 45-yard line.
Herbert will give this one to Eckler.
Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Coleman. And he's able to get back here to the 43-yard line. That pick is 9th on the season.
Remember we were kids and you were playing Little League Baseball and they penciled you in the 9 spot in the order? That wasn't so good, was it?
Were you in the 9 hole?
Or you played the 9 position, right field? That wasn't so great.
That wasn't. You're picking dandelions out there.
Exactly.
But the 9 picks.
9 walks. You want that in a big way. That's a great season.
Heck of a season. Give him a first down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders. A bit of a catch for him to remember. That's number 400 for his NFL career. Not a bad number at all. On play action, it's Carr. This is caught at the 8. They'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. They go right back to him for 20 and a first.
First and goal at the 9-yard line.
Here's Jacobs. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Let's check on the call. So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot, but they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Jerry Tillery. What an effort from him on that play. Big tackle for a loss of 11. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Another try after the first down sack. Carr. Down in the air, and now it's intercepted. James with a pick, and his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
First and 10.
Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Herbert. Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
First down run with Jacobs won't get a whole lot, maybe a yard, but that's about all, and it's 2nd down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
That's complete to his receiver, Pettis.
Complete to Dante Pettis. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 1.
An extra cornerback now in the game for the Chargers here on 3rd. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. Oh, he is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life. And you're stuck with me in this booth. And he's miles away and smiling. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
Darren Waller, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
The 25-yard line.
To throw again. Carr eluding the pressure right. And for the 3rd time here this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Kaiser White, and he's going to get this one back field goal range, but boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
The drive starts with a completion left side. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and now fall incomplete. They were trying to get it there to Sterling Shepard, but it'll be second down
at the 40-yard line.
Throwing again. Herbert. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number one.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Well, he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Herbert throwing again. That's into the hands of Eckler. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
Down, Los Angeles.
Herbert operating from the red zone. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Back to the air, Herbert on second down. He'll get this to Eckler, and he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler, as the first half is winding down, and the Chargers have taken the lead.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front, and now see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive.
And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink.
And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off at the 39. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. It'll come from the right hash. It's a 47-yard attempt. And his kick is good. Didn't hit it all that well, but he got enough on it to put it through. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. The Raiders are going to have it first, and they trail here as we get back to it in this third quarter of action.
And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
They're on 17-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, we were having a tough patch. This too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Escaping the pressure right. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Here is Eckler. A gain of 3, 2nd down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Once more, here's Eckler. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on 1st down.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Play action. It's Herbert. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. It'll be a net of 40 yards there following a 43-yard punt, 3-yard return, and the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now, what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. From the gun, it's Carr. Looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Operating from the gun, Carr. Flush to his right. He'll run it. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Carr can beat you in a lot of ways. The scramble there, a perfect example as he gets the first.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right, with this deficit, this stage. And this is caught. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. A big pickup of 38. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking and a chance to get right back into this football game. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
Goal at the 4-yard line.
One more time with Jacobs. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Raiders have cut it back to within a score. On that sideline, they're saying that was more like it. The first down run went backwards, that time into the end zone.
And I like their little bit of courage in play calling, too. Because after an unsuccessful run, especially one where you lose yardage, you oftentimes go right to throwing the football. They came right back with a running play, and it paid off handsomely.
Extra point right down the middle. And it leads down to a field goal at 17-14. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away.
This will make it into the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble to bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27.
27-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. Here's Herbert. And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. Max Crosby in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
It's second down.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
Down.
From the shotgun, here's Herbert. He's going to look downfield for Henry. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive.
And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Looking to throw again on second down. Carr. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Jacobs. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen, because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a 1st down.
And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Incomplete.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Now, Carr again. And that will be incomplete.
Intended for Cooper Kupp. Incomplete.
So out comes Justin Rohrwasser in the field goal unit. This will be spotted at the 37, so it's a 47-yard attempt. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and that will tie things at 17-all. So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Eckler. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
It's Eckler again. And he's going to be close to a 1st down as he gets this to the Raiders' 40-yard line. At 5 yards on the play there, as the drive will continue.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
On 2nd down, Eckler. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
The Chargers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play. And that's going to lead them to 4th down. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. They'll run for it with Eckler. Oh, and I think he went backward. He did. Anthony Lynn went for it, but did not get it. And the Raider D, they get the football back. It's a turnover. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at about the 32. He'll give it to Jacobs to start the drive. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 37-yard line. Carr now to throw.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
The Raiders on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Here's Carr. This time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for a Las Vegas first down. From the gun, Carr. Over the middle, complete. That's Jacobs. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 25 yards that time.
Raiders first down. 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Again, they'll throw with Carr. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Jacobs. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And he'll be stopped up at the line of scrimmage with a flag down. Let's check on the call. You need your wide receivers as blockers. Sometimes they get a hold.
The big runs are often a result of what they do on the perimeter. In this case, got caught holding, and this one will come back.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. He'll let this go for the end zone. And it'll be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
On 3rd and long, it's Carr. Drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
And this one is right down Broadway. And the Raiders jump out to a 3-0 advantage. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
The Charger drive about to get going. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
Justin Herbert looking to throw on 2nd down. And the Raiders have got him. Raekwon McMillan able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. He's going to let it fly. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down. So hang on, a big call coming on 3rd down. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
1 score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They snap it to Herbert. Complete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. And the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Carr going to look to throw. That'll be caught by Carr. Oh, no, he lost the football. And picked up by the Chargers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
The Charger drive about to get going. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
Open man right side is his running back. It's complete downfield. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Back to throw. Crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jackson. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
39-yard line.
And they'll indeed take a knee.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on 3rd down. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Carr down to a knee, and that ought to just about do it.
Today's final score, Raiders 20, Chargers 17.
kick it and go. With stiff arms, spin move, in zone, scope. From sideline to touchdown, I put on a show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off and go. With stiff arms, spin move, in zone, scope. From sideline to touchdown, I put on a show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off and go.
Running it back, never a cap, out of the draft, watching me ball. Soon as I snap, hit of the pack, walk for the sack, shaking them all, breaking them off, talking my talk, walking my wall like I do. Sit on the throne, get in the zone, turn it on, must be the shoes, must be the team, must be the camp, must be the crew. You need to win, who need to win, that's all we do. I've been a king and I've been about mine, never could doubt mine. They running the route, I leave them outline when I hit them.
With a stiff arm, spin move, in zone, scope. From sideline to touchdown, I put on a show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off and go. With a stiff arm, spin move, in zone, scope. From sideline to touchdown, I put on a show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off and go.
Putting it down for that, time I was down and out. Had to bring grinding back, doing the drills and working the wheel where you're grinding at. You know what it be, playing this here for the keeps. Had to make off with a feast, a family to feed. Third cold where the trophy should be. EA got me in the game now. Breathe down with the game now. They're here with a lane now. My home second with a rain now. Legendary on the field, kind of drip is a skill. It's the highest cruiser bill, ain't nothing just the heel.
With a stiff arm, spin move, in zone, scope. From sideline to touchdown, I put on a show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off and go. With a stiff arm, spin move, in zone, scope. From sideline to touchdown, I put on a show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off and go.
They don't know my name, I get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade. Tie me up in chains, I get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade.
They say fall and you let go, but I know I got an antidote to retain some kind of self-control. Look inside my head through a telescope. You were raised so the calls from a telephone. No sense of smile, maybe tell a joke. Holding back your tears, singing minimal syllables. Yeah, look at me, at the asylum. Was a fate or mistake, cause the time ain't up. Yeah, the parts of my mind don't get much love. If you want in my head, come and call me up. You look like a twisted Robin Hood. Yeah, you take from the rich and the poor and us. Wearing diamond shoes where you walk your pugs in a town you create where there ain't no love.
Where do I go? Where do I know? Not on the phone. When I'm on my own. They don't know my name. I get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade. Tie me up in chains. I get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade.
Stop taking, but still got a reflux. I drip out from the socket to a teacup. Drink up inside, look when they peep us. Shoes us in the belly of the beach, but outside there's a war going on your front lawn. Black Hawk, see the red dawn horizon. Blind yet I'm rising, abiding by laws of attraction. My thoughts still rising. Thinking, what type of knowledge don't sink in? Life gives you limits and my only thought is drinking. Thirsty, will I be alive or dead before 30? That's all that concerns me early. Lemonade quenching my inner rage when it takes center stage way before they pour it on my grave. Minute Maid, let it set my soul ablaze on each and every way. Put me in the water for the save.
They don't know my name. I get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade. Tie me up in chains. I get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade. They don't know my name. I get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade. Tie me up in chains. I get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade. Oh.
take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. This that splash, this that drip. Yeah, we here. Reaching my goals, I do not feel ashamed. I'm a dog, I'm a beast, and I cannot be tamed. I don't do it for fame, it's the love for the game. I go in like I'm trained. I'm prepared for the rain, they amazed. I ain't break from the sticks and stones they threw. Anything that you can do, I can do it better than you. No matter what I do, achieve, still got something to prove. I spent the check on the diamond cross, but still ain't paid my dues. Gotta be number one, number two never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna cop my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, got enough juice to end the drought. Yeah, I buy like 23. Won't fall again, and I put that on me. Yeah, I feel the way, my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah, that's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Coming for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. This that splash, this that drip. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here.
Sleeping with my ribs touched. I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. Now I get it to go. Now I get it to go. Now I get it to go. Now I get it to go.
Prime time over grind game, over time's up. Play my cards, dealt my hand, ain't really no time for luck. Either you got it, you don't. Lie to yourself if you won't. I put my team on my back, did what I could, what I had. Now I'll be all in my bag. Copy and paste with the swag. Bet you can't do it like me. All my winners on repeat. Take your L like a boss. Stand 10 toes on your feet. I can never take a loss. I ain't set up for defeat. 4 Giottos on the truck. I had a dream and it stuck. Living my life cause we up. Looking back like where the love. So I be hella low key. But contrary to belief, loyalty runs deep. I keep my ear to the streets. Struggle turned me to a beast. I'm off the chain, I'm off the leash. But baby girl, I play for keeps. Told my brother lately I've been scheming against all odds like Willie Beeman. I've been grinding lately, this my season. Lord knows I'm trying to find my reason. Lay it out on the line, ain't no looking back. Giving my all with no strings attached. Came from the bottom, rose through the cracks. Spotlight on you, boy, how you gon' act?
Hey, I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. Now I get it to go. Now I get it to go. Now I get it to go. Now I get it to go.
Ain't it crazy how them tables turn? You can fold or you can stand firm. I'm a real one, so I ain't concerned. I'm fully built for this life. I think I earned all my stripes. I don't believe all the hype. Get back on my feet and get right. Watch you work, watch him hate, watch him lurk. Can't relate, watch you skirt. Out the mud, out the dirt, above the waters, in the murks, out the gate, on site. Red breed, red tight, set the bar, take flight. Yeah, I've been grinding since a young and they told me my timing was coming. I've been hustling with no fun and forget all the fame, get the money. I'm out in LA where it's sunny. I've been eating since a young and since we ain't have food in our tummy. The life we was living ain't funny, but you cannot take nothing from me. Put that on my mama, my daughter, my cousin, my brother, I'll show you. Way better than I can tell you. The type of dreams that they sell you. That's why I learned from my failures. Don't do the handouts or the favors. Told my brother I'ma get this paper. Was left behind, I'll see it later. To keep it real, you don't need to wait up. Lay it out on the line, ain't no looking back. Giving my all with no strings attached. Came from the bottom, rose through the cracks. Spotlight on you, boy, how you gon' act?
Hey, I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. Now I get it to go. 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 Hey, I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. Now I get it to go. Now I get it to go. Now I get it to go. I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. Now I get it to go. Now I get it to go.
Won't you get down with me, down with me, down with me? Oh, you down with me, down with me, down with me. Won't you get down?
ya, don't ya? Nights like this, I wish I was with ya. On my turf, roll out the Henry rocks. She like when I hit the receiver. Friend hop in, this is a four-seater. Made a yank straight out the wood, I'm Derek Jeter. Major leaguer, no fatigue. We don't get no handout, we don't get no Magarinas. Never gon' throw your back out, tryna work, you need a breather. I need a break. Won't you get down with me, down with me, down with me? Ooh, you down with me, down with me, down with me. Won't you get down with me, down with me, down with me? Ooh, you down with me, down with me. Hold on. Won't you get down with me, down with me, down with me? Ooh, you down with me, down with me, down with me. Ooh, down with me, down with me, down with me. Ooh, you down. Tell me who you talking to. Roll up that Sinatra, fly la mama to the moon. She asked me what's my life path. Told her 55 south to the cash. So many couches I crashed. Shout out South Street and shout classy. I know you really wanna be my only one, but I didn't need somebody to hold on to the second up. Baby, I know you really wanna be my only one, but I didn't need somebody to hold on to the second up. Baby, I know you really wanna be my only one, but I didn't need somebody to hold on to the second up.
Falling, the fans are soaked, but here's the bottom line. We've got football at M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cleveland Browns and the Baltimore Ravens.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
20-yard line.
And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. This one across the 35. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And some room to work. So they hit pay dirt, but don't count it yet. There's laundry on the field. We'll see what the penalty flag is about. Brutal, so take away the long touchdown.
It's a cruel game sometimes, partner.
from the shotgun now. Here's an inside give. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line.
The tackle made.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Now here's a throw that's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
To number 84.
12 yards there and a first down.
And the Browns first down.
Now a handoff looking right. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Flushed out right. Fine work by the Baltimore defense to help bring up 4th down. On is Josh Lambo for the field goal try. From the left half, should be a fairly easy one here. And Lambo will put this one through. And the Browns are out to a 3-0 lead. Never ideal conditions in the snow for a kicker, but the first test on the opening drive, he passed it.
He certainly did. You know what the unit told me was their biggest issue playing in the snow? You just worry about something getting in your eye as the ball is snapped, and then you might miss it, and there goes 3 points off the board.
Set to kick off.
Now after the made field goal, back out Lambo to kick this one off.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll run for the first time with J.K. Dobbins. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And he fires one, but incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had a field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Meanwhile, the throw here is complete, and he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
It's a gain of.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play call to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early, because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to be down close to a first down at the Ravens' 44. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just stuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. From 17 yards out, and the Browns add 6 to their lead.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports.
Josh Lambo set to kick off.
Here's Lambo out to kick this one away. Taken in the end zone, and he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. It hasn't gone particularly well for them, that's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again, Jackson. And this is incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Mark Andrews, there. And it's 3rd down.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
The threat of a 2nd straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10.
Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson.
Eluding the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will.
And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
35-yard line.
Three yards the gain there, 2nd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Jackson on the give to Dobbins.
Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
Play action. It's Jackson. Sliding out of the pocket. Open man is Godwin. It's complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that, because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? From the gun, it's Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. There's the Penn State man. It's Chris Godwin.
And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 47. Here's Jackson to throw. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
A gain of 9.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25.
That is definitely what we call our defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
This will be caught just inside the 10. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
2nd and 4. They could still get a 1st down without scoring.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson scoring on the keeper from 6 yards out. And the Ravens draw a bit closer.
Well, that was all Lamar Jackson all the time on that drive, both through the air and in the end with the touchdown run.
Yeah, how about him doing things a little bit on the reverse side there, Brandon, because he softened him up throwing the football and opened up the running lanes. And when he gets a little bit of a sliver, he's gone. And that's exactly what he did there.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And trouble there on the kickoff as that goes out of bounds.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
For the Browns, good starting field position as they have it 1st and 10 at the 40. And they give this time to the tailback. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs. Run some plays, run some clock. Allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score. 2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And he'll find Hall. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A good pickup there for the Browns. 15 yards from the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
Complete.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
26-yard line.
Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Down to the 25. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 3. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Throw left side, going to be taken in by Harris. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. He hit his first, this one from 40 yards out. And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
I tell you, it's not easy kicking field goals in the best of conditions. Yet in a downpour like we're in right now, it makes it that much harder. And sure enough, they can't convert here.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left. We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
Fumble on the play. Recovered by Cleveland.
Now a handoff here to his running back. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. It's good to make it 17-7.
Makes the score Browns 17, Ravens 7. Josh Lambo set to kick off.
Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. Fielded near the back of the end zone.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
You always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game, as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They find themselves down 17-7 as they start this drive 1st and 10. Here's Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Flush to his right. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 30. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing, they're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's Chuck Clark picking it off, and he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Left side here, that's complete to Godwin. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. That catch good for only a couple.
2nd and 8 at the 34-yard line.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Avoids him at the 40. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A gain there of 30 big ones.
Baltimore Ravens.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
This time, Jackson will throw it. Man open left side is Brown. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
So a decent game, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating? The guys who just gave up that play.
Now this time he'll look to throw. Muscles him off. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal.
That's a pretty play there coming out of the backfield, but as that back, you've got to be conscious of making sure you're securing the football. When you get out in open field, sometimes you get a little loose with it as you're trying to get up ahead of steam. Make sure you keep it close to your body because those defenders are trying to punch it free.
And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Leighton Vander Esch wreaking havoc with a sack.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
1st down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. From the gun, Jackson. Flushed out right. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And now nothing but green ahead of him. The 40. He's at the 30. The 20. And it's a huge return as he brings this all the way back down to the 15-yard line. So the turnover forced, and a wonderful job on a big return.
And how about the convoy that got created to help him get all the way back upfield? I mean, that's the part that people miss on. That's practice. That's worked on. It doesn't just happen in a game and everyone rallies. They discuss it prior to, and everyone knows their role when they create a turnover like that.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
At the Ravens' 17-yard line.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. And he'll give it here to his running back.
And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down.
The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Eluding the pressure right. Fine work by the Baltimore defense to help bring up 4th down. On is Josh Lambo for the field goal try.
A 32-yard attempt.
And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is. So you wonder what's going on in that head right about now. That's 2 missed field goals for him now, and this one should have been no problem.
For an NFL kicker, you're thinking 97, 98% from this distance, and this one somehow fails to go through. And that's 3 points you just absolutely have to count on getting.
Jackson on 1st down.
And that'll be complete to Dobbins.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35.
15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. Jackson from the shotgun. Escaping the pressure right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
We're in Baltimore. Third quarter action. 2nd and 10.
Throwing again. Jackson.
That's complete to his running back, J.K. Dobbins.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Ravens on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. To throw again is Jackson. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down.
4th down.
Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson.
He'll find Dobbins out of the backfield.
It's a gain of 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
And Jackson throwing once more. He's going deep for Brown. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 10. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
I'm not sure, Brandon, we've seen a sloppier played game this year for a team on offense. Turn it over 4 times and expect to win? No chance whatsoever. And look, I have no idea what the ratio is about turnover 4 times and how that correlates to winning or losing, but I'll guarantee you, it's not very good.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 47-yard line.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Now Pollard. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. Under 4 to play now. Clock running. 3rd down. He's got the 1st down and more inside the 40. Past the 20.
This is too easy right here.
And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Browns add on to their lead. And sometimes those slants, they can be so tough to defend after the catch. It just happens so quickly.
And really, what gets set up there is how quickly everything happens. Ball's out of the hands of the... and goes.
And he went all the way into the end zone. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
They turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
He'll buy some time right. He's going to take off with it. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
He's across midfield to the 48-yard line.
Now it's Jackson. Forced out to his left. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down.
That's good for a Baltimore Raven.
Now Dobbins. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Browns.
Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson.
Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a 2nd interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
Makes it 2nd and
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. To throw again, Jackson. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
I'm not even sure I know who this guy is out there playing right now. This is very unlike him, one of the most accurate guys in the league, totally off his game right now.
I don't know. I was going to ask you what you pin it on, but defensively, they've been pretty solid.
Well, sometimes, you know, those defenders, they get into the receivers pretty well, and if they chip away at their timing, it's going to affect what you're doing throwing the ball as well.
It's a pickup of 11 at a Baltimore 1st down.
15-yard line.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Snags it for the pick, past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
1st down, Browns.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And they'll take a knee as the clock ticks down toward 50 seconds to go.
Watch the slam. Watch the slam.
And they will take a knee here. So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the Browns, the win gets them back over 500 at 5-4 on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans. Meanwhile, for Baltimore, it's just their second loss so far to go along with their 7 wins. And they'll look to get back on the beam next week as they host the Pittsburgh Steelers. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.
Sleeping with my ribs touched. I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. Now I get it and go. Now I get it and go. Now I get it and go. Now I get it and go.
Prime time over grind game, over time's up.